break through for their first touchdown.
Yeah, this is cool. Happy for them. I think you saw from the reaction from their teammates too. When, those guys mean to them already as rookies. Because they just go and put in the work. So, but not shocking. Matthew has so much trust, and all the players have so much trust in whoever's out there, which is really good. So, not shocking at all.
How did Puka look to you yesterday in practice?
Looked great. You have to ask him in terms of how he feels, but looked good. Reggie and the boys been doing an awesome job making sure all these guys are ready to go when they do happen to miss.
How about Rob?
Good. Yeah. Same old. I'm paying attention to the right tackle as much. I think of the right tackle is you can only get noticed when usually things go bad. So nothing went bad.
If they keep trending in the right direction available on Sunday, just what does having both of those guys back do for this offense?
Yeah, just guys that played a lot of football. Again, no matter who's out there, Puka's out there, Rob's out there, they go out the first play with something different, or they might not go. You never know, and so we got confidence in all these guys. But obviously, there's nothing like experience, and those guys have a ton. Rob being more, but Puka's played a lot of football as well.
There was a clip that came out after the Ravens game with Puka talking to the offense about, on the sideline, about punching it in the red zone. He's always seemed like more of a lead by example type. But I'm curious, this year, how have you seen him kind of grow into a bit more vocal of leadership?
Yeah, Puka, what's cool about him is he is authentically himself. So if he needs to say something, he'll say it. If he doesn't need to say it, he'll just do it through his actions. So I did see the clip. I saw it after the fact, obviously, because I'm up in the box. But, hey, he had something to say, and he talks to guys who are going to listen.
What does it say about a guy that early in his NFL career that commands that kind of respect in those situations?
Yeah, naturally when you do things the right way and you're productive, you're going to get that respect. But as you guys know, Puka he's a special human too. So it's not shocking that he is continuing to develop and grow into that role. But again, he was a leader his first year. He's a leader everywhere he's been because he's that dude. In terms of just being about all the right stuff. So again, not shocking, and I'm sure when he needs to speak up again, he will.
I know run blocking is always a big part of a tight end's transition to the NFL. As Terrence's role has increased these last 2 games, how has he kind of graded out in that area?
Yeah, no, he's doing a good job. Again, it's like you said. The tight ends, every position. There's no easy position in this league for all 22 that's out there. But tight ends got a lot on their plate, right? They got to move apart from an operational standpoint. You got your pass game, you got protection. The pass game, obviously, with the route and concepts. And then you got the run game. So there's a lot on their plate. So for anyone, let alone a rookie, it's a lot. He's gotten better and better. That's why he's out there, in all phases. You can't just be out there being one phase. We trust all 4 of those guys to be able to do whatever, and that's unique to be able to say, hey, all 4 can go play all 4 spots, and do whatever we ask them to do, and it's a pretty cool room.
Were those the kinds of red zone plays you envisioned with Devontae when you guys acquired him?
Yeah, with Devontae, with just the LA Rams, scoring touchdowns. You kick field goals in this league more times than not. You're not going to like the result on Sundays. So, obviously he had 3. I think there could be a number of guys that can make those plays too. Answering your question, absolutely. Dave, there's a reason he has over 100 touchdowns because he's been extremely productive and extremely talented since he's been in this league from Fresno. So, not shocking. Very happy they were able to get that done.
I don't know if those are. You could tell us different if those are the first reads on the plays at the goal line.
Yeah,
but when you're calling them, or when you're hearing the calls come through, that's what you guys are going to do.
Yeah, sometimes not, right? Everyone, especially when you got a guy like number 9, everyone's available. You just never know. It's a great call with Tutu on the 80-yard touchdown or 88-yard touchdown. Sean's already said. That was 2 players making a play. So what's cool is all our guys know that. Whether it says 1, 2, 3, 4 outlet amongst the 5 eligibles when we put it in install, you never know. So I'm not going to go into full detail of what what we're thinking and stuff like that for strategic purposes. But again, they know where they fit in.
Matthew's had a very long and good career, but when you look back at the first half of the season during the bye, is there anything that stood out to you about the way he's playing?
No. Seriously, it's just he's he's doing what he's asked to do. I'm trying to think of something, but he's always enjoyed it. He's always been an ultra competitor. He's always been tough. He's always been productive. I mean, I'm just happy each and every moment, each and every week that he's out there playing the game that he loves. You know, and he's got a great supporting cast around him, all 10, plus a good defense. You know, hopefully he thinks that about his quarterback coach and head coach and coordinator and all that kind of stuff. Probably not, but that doesn't matter. You know, he's out there doing his thing and not shocking at all.
A couple more years.
Matthew said that the offensive line has kept him pretty clean, and then the pressure numbers, support that. What have you seen that's been working in pass protection, even with some of the injuries?
Yeah, I think they got a good connection right now amongst the five. Even though we've had some, like everyone, you're always going to have some, adjust and guys that are in there one week and not the other. But the one thing that I think is really sticking through is just giving him an extra click, like just fighting and grinding and scratching and clawing to make sure that they keep the defense off of him. Obviously, that's inevitable. It's football. The defense has a say in it too. You go against D lines, I don't care who it is. They got good players up front, and we're gonna have our hands full with these guys because they get after it and they know that. So, but I think our guys, they've done a really good job of just knowing that if they give 9 just one extra click, usually good things will happen.
What is your biggest challenge with the Saints defense?
Yeah, they got a lot of pride. I feel like since I was in Atlanta, 9 years ago, I mean, there's still some of those same kind of, not the same guys, but just that same aura about the Saints defense. We had, we got a chance to go against them in August, and our guys felt it firsthand. I mean, these are big, strong, prideful dudes, and they've shown it. They showed it last week. They played their butts off last week. So I got a lot of respect for them. I got a lot of respect for their scheme. I got a lot of respect for their leadership. I got a ton of respect for how they play. So got our hands full.
Coach, can you give us your perspective from the offensive side of the ball? Of course, with time off, has that given you time to make any adaptations, adjustments, things you learned from the first half?
Yeah, absolutely. You always use that week, one to kind of freshen up. But as you're freshening up, you're excited to get back into it, and so you get that extra little sleep. You got a nice clear mind when you wake up and you're drinking some coffee, taking your kids to school, and then what are you going to do all day because you're not used to it? You can only walk so much in the neighborhood. So you pop on the tape and you just start watching. I don't golf during the season. I don't golf really ever, but you just start watching ball from around the league. You watch yourself, and you don't want to do too much, obviously, to change it. I think organically the season, goes in the way that it should. If you believe you're doing things the right way and you have a foundation, but there's always going to be little adaptations from around the league and stuff that you want to implement that you see with what you're doing within your scheme.
And has there been any time for the players also to give them perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you'd have to ask these guys. I feel like we're always asking for their perspective. They're the ones playing out there. I hope from their vantage point they just get away. I know some guys dive into it probably a little bit more than others, but yeah, during the bye, you get away. And I mean, it's a long haul for all 32 teams. So they're back, they're ready, and ready to go on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.